Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third week of the F.U.C show. It's your regular host with a special guest today. We have Lewis, Ladies Drink Free Latin Nights, Pardo.
So stupid.
It's awesome.
Which we don't know what it means.
We don't know what it means, but it
mean
just rolls off the
anything.
tongue so well.
This is all alliteration.
Me, Ryan Casey, and Jesus Cristo, a.k.a.
Samurai time.
Steve Aoki. And here we go. In matchup number one, we have the greatest team on the planet, mine, Been There, Rape That, versus I Lose, the commissioner's little brother, Noel Armis.
Especially this week.
Especially this week. I dropped 173 points in non-PPR with a quarterback that had only 7.7.
Then a flex with zero.
And a flex with zero. If I would not have panicked at the last second, I would have had 220 points. There's really nothing to say about this game except for I shit all over him.
This dude's kicker outscored his entire offense. He got 17 from his kicker, and he got 2 receivers and a tight end and a flex. He got 19 something.
What's funny is Rudy thought he traded that kicker for someone else. He thought Gostkowski was Gronkowski.
So he traded Gronkowski for Arian Foster, who hasn't
And
played
Brandon
in 3 weeks.
Marshall also.
TJ Yeldon.
TJ, yeah.
Of all people, TJ
No,
Yeldon.
he gave Brandon
And he
Marshall.
gave Brandon Marshall.
Terrible.
TJ Yates.
TJ Yates.
TJ Yates. We're not going to stop talking about that trade all
Ever.
season. Like,
Even Mike's kicking himself in the ass the other day. He's talking about how
Your
terrible
bench
it is.
even fucking worked him. Worked his bench.
I don't have 81 points.
Points off the bench would be fucking...
If we ever had a brawl, my bench clearing would destroy your bench right now.
well, your bench would have beat Yankee last week.
My bench has outscored Yankee in the entire season. Just 81 points. All right, we're going to go on to matchup number 2. In this matchup, we have the Redeemed team, which is Michael Cardosa versus MC Shitty Pants. Yeah.
MC shitty.
I think he's trying to go for mix shitty, but you definitely don't spell mix shitty with 2 capital letters, space, and then shitty.
Yeah. It's MC shitty.
So I was wrong.
Yeah, you definitely were wrong. We'll just keep calling him Michelle
I gave you the
Obama.
benefit of the doubt because of your arms.
This was a really, really good game. It came down to last night with Randall Cobb almost winning it for MC Shitty Pants. If he would have had like 2 or 3 more catches, got over 100 yards, would have been close.
If his kicker would have kicked 8 field goals and outscored half his team also.
Was it with these kickers just
I don't know.
destroying?
They had a receiver, a tight end, and a flex. Didn't score as much as this kicker.
They should put
Barely.
kickers for flexes for next year.
That's what they should do.
Maybe our
put
kickers get
kickers
6
for
points
flex.
per field goal. That's what's going on in this league.
I don't know.
Mike's team looks solid again.
Defense played well.
Defense played well. It's the Seahawks. Carson Palmer, he finally played him.
Finally.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
starting to listen to the F.U.C show for once.
Hey, the F.U.C show knows what's up.
I don't know. The only person he put in Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, I know. I saw
Yeah,
that.
but
Said,
I mean,
he had Alan Hearns.
Deion Lewis.
You mean you knew he was?
Williams.
Yeah.
Crabtree was expected to do well, so I guess he put him in. I guess
I
as
never
the last
expect
thing.
Crabtree to do well ever.
He was expected to do well, but I mean, I understand why you put him in. But yeah, you have others that were better.
All right, well, good game between the
Better
both
options.
of you. On to matchup number 3. So for this one, we have I'm not gonna say that fucking name like I said last time, which is Yankees team versus Team Brilliant, which is George.
The Alcade?
The Alcade.
Yeah,
What
the
is the
Alcade.
Alcade?
I don't know. Maybe he was trying to spell Alcalde, which has an L in it, another L, that he fucking blew it. And now it says Alcade.
Yankee, you
So
suck
it's
at
supposed to be
everything.
a second L.
You can't even spell the
You
mayor.
can't even Google, like,
You could have
how to
Googled it.
spell
Oh,
Alcalde.
Yankee.
And it's not like he's fucking straight, fresh off the raft Spanish also. You know what I mean? You think you know how to spell in Spanish also. Yankees team, he actually scored over 47 points, but that guy's still in the bottom of the barrel in the league with the amount of points
Jesus.
scored.
His kicker though, 13 points.
Yeah,
That's
His
a
kicker.
star. That's your star. Right
That,
there.
hey,
is
right
a
now,
star.
kickers are on fire in this
Except
league.
for George's kicker's fucking miserable. he needs to trade Larry Fitzgerald for 2 running backs and a kicker.
And it would be a solid investment in this
Solid.
league. How do you get 0 points? Oh, man. Poor George. Larry Fitzgerald is still... How long is that going to last, man? I'd be worried.
I hope it stops.
I hope it stops also. George's only win was because Larry Fitzgerald played like it was 2010. Well, at least he has T.Y. Hilton coming back, but George looks like he's in a lot of shit for next week. He has Sammy Watkins is probably going to be out. Marshawn Lynch is going to be out.
That's all. That's all. That's all that needs to be said.
He didn't. We're not. This league's not PPR, and DeMarco Murray. I mean, he plays for the fucking Philadelphia Eagles, so we know how that goes. Yankee, you suck again, my friend. And congrats, George, for being the worst fucking player in our league.
Fix that name, Yankee.
Fix that name. If you want to actually be the mayor.
That's literally the only way you can win with that miserable score is if you play against Yankee. That's so bad. And there's not even anything on his bench he could have done different either. He would have been worse if he would have played some of his bench players.
There's nothing that you can do to survive, Yankee. Just give up now.
Just change your name and don't put anybody in.
I think Yankee would have done better with actual soccer players.
Cristiano Ronaldo at the flex.
Jesus Christ. All right. On to the next matchup. In our number 4 matchup, we have last year's champion, Los Pollos Hermanos, which is Carlos Encinas.
The H is silent.
Versus Discount Brady Check, the commissioner. This looked like it was going to be a good game, and our commissioner blew it out the freaking. He had 169 points. I mean, he came in second place. You're not as good as me, but
we'll give him the Rodgers.
We'll give him Rodgers. I know. We said play Brady.
You made a good play this time.
Keeping Rodgers in looked like to be the smart play. And we told Carlos, do not play the Dolphins defense versus the Bills. And he didn't listen. So I'm glad you got -2 points. You played like fucking Yankee on that one there. And you have a kicker that's going to be on IR now. That sucks. I think both teams still should be fine. They have a lot of people on the bench they can swap. What I'm worried about is, actually, I'm not really. I mean, the commissioner's team.
Well, he has nobody on bye next week,
nobody.
so he couldn't have played anybody better.
He has nobody on the bench that's gonna cover a 26 or a 25 or something like that.
Yeah. So he played. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I wonder what he's gonna do with Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller's been playing like complete crap lately. But again, he's a Dolphins player, so what do you expect?
You know,
Buffalo.
I wish you would have spelled that wrong.
I'm not Yankee.
I would have lost.
I'm not Yankee.
You would have missed the L.
I would have missed the L.
There's 2
Buffalo. I play for the Buffalo Bills. All right, on to matchup number 5. In this matchup, we had Rudy, which is Arians Foster for beer.
Tremendous name, by the way.
It's a really good name. If his team was as good as his name, half as good, he'd fucking be legit. And versus Team Loser. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, shouldn't he have like Gronkowski in there instead of Arian Foster?
Let's not get into this. Let's not even get into this. Versus Team Loser, which is George Ortega. No, that's not George Ortega. That's Yankee. I mean, a 59-point score. That had to be Yankees team.
It was a toss-up between these two, and Yankee Jr. over here won.
And he's still going with Sam fucking Bradford. This guy.
Yeah, that's...
How much longer, Ortega?
That's
How much
bad.
longer are you going to stick with Bradford? Jesus. It's... LeGarrette Blount's back. You have Matthew Stafford. Well, you mean... You have nothing at quarterback. You better hit up the commissioner for Brady. That's what I would do if I were you. But I don't know what you can offer him. Well, you could offer Demaryius Thomas.
You offered LeGarrette Blount.
Who would you give up for Brady out of those receivers, Demaryius or Calvin?
Who would I take if I was giving Brady?
Yeah, because
I'd probably take Demaryius over Calvin.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Or maybe take them both for Brady.
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome, but there's no way he's going to get both for Brady.
Or maybe...
I would probably take one of them and then like Blount for Brady. Especially if he's gonna bench him. Especially if you're gonna bench him.
Especially if you're
Carlos
gonna bench
Hyde.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but Justin Forsett's been playing like
he
a
has
London
Miller.
Cincinnati.
That too.
If he takes Blunt and he puts it where Miller was, the commissioner could be in real good shape.
Yeah.
Well, let's not do that. Fuck the commissioner.
We're giving you ideas. Don't take our ideas here. This is the time that you should not listen to fuck.
And Rudy still left Amari Cooper on the bench. Rudy's just an idiot.
I don't know. I think he's playing too many leagues. He doesn't know. Like he forgets to put in his lineups.
I think Rudy's lineup for next week is going to be Roddy White, both the shitty running backs that he has. Probably Antonio Gates, as he's suspended, even so Rudy would probably still start him.
You know what? Team Loser.
He probably got him on a trade.
Yes.
Team Loser has 2 guys with double-digit points. Rudy only has 1.
And he still lost.
Well, he has 0. His tight end.
Ortega, our advice for the week is pick up a kicker. That's a guaranteed 17 points in our league if you do it right.
Yeah, your league is made for kickers.
It is. All right, on to the matchup of the week. Our matchup for the week is Team Bring It, which is Georgia Feet, versus Discount Brady Check, which is the commissioner. Again, that's a 3-0 team versus a 2-1 team, which really should be a 1-2 team. He got lucky with Larry Fitzgerald. Fuck you, George.
Hater.
And as of right now, it looks like Georgia's projected to win. And I'm guessing our commissioner's not going to leave Edelman in since he's on a bye. With these teams, what would you do? What would you swap up for the commissioner for that bye player? And not Matt Bye or Yankee Bye.
Oh, man. Well, then forget it now. I don't know. I think Miller should come out. You have Fred
closet
Jackson.
or
you have Fred Jackson also. I mean, it's up for grabs right now between Rawls and him. Right now, it looks like Rawls is going to get the start, but you never know. They haven't mentioned anything.
Or you could just trade Brady to me for Brandon Cooks, even trade, and then there you go. You got a replacement for Edelman.
Even trade.
I definitely did say random, didn't I? So who do you pick to win this one, George or the commish?
That's tough.
George has 2 players that aren't going to play probably this week.
Well, George will take both of them out for sure. But who could he switch up for them?
Danny Woodhead.
Yeah, Woodhead would have to go in.
Nightmare.
So
I don't know.
My pick is I'm going with the commish for this week.
Yeah.
Who are you going with?
Same.
What about you?
Yeah.
I think the commissioner's going to win this one.
All right, George, you're
the underdog.
He has 3 shitty running backs.
The force is not with you.
George has 3 shitty not 2, 3 shitty running backs.
What's funny is I got made fun of for my running backs, and as a total, my running backs have more points.
Yeah, now your running backs are solid, though.
They're all better than George's.
They're all hurt.
That's welcome to fucking fantasy football.
Welcome to fantasy football.
All right, guys, this was a great one. We were able to have the lady killer over here, Pardo.
All you can drink with
He's
the
married.
girls.
All you can drink with the ladies. I'm Ryan Casey. This is Jesus Cristo. Good night.